So we're here with Alan Kilshaw after a 38-16 win over All Golds in the Kingston Press League 1. It was a bit scratchy out there. It was tough for you to get going. Do you think that was down to their tactics of trying to slow the game?
Oh, I think anyone works on trying to win the ruck, any rugby league team. So we can expect that. I just thought consistency around there was again a little bit off from the officials, and I'll have to speak to Dave Campbell in the week, who's the refs coach, because I just thought at times today we trained to get a fast play of the ball and a fast ruck, and we were slowed down a lot, and they were put on a team warning, and then they weren't given penalty, wasn't given against for that period of time, and it just makes the game a bit flat, and it's hard to do. You know, it's hard to attack when there's a lot of mauling in the ruck and lying on. So it was disappointing that we couldn't get the flow in attack, and like you say, it was a scrappy game. What a game that we've won.
You were under the pump a bit in the latter stages of the second half, and then Trump's come up with a good play to get you back into winning position.
Yeah, it was a good play, wasn't it? It was a big play. Yeah, we're disappointed with that. Just that 10 minutes there where we've let a couple of tries in back to back, and we spoke about that. It seems to be a bad habit of ours. We just can't pull away from teams. But there's plenty of positives in the game as well. You know, Mike Ratu came through unscathed, and he's going to get better. I thought some of our middle guys were a lot better today. And, you know, James Tilley again showed where we missed him, and John O's third game. So there's a lot of positives to take out of it. I knew our attack was going to be a bit disjointed today, because we had a halfback who's never played with us before, a couple of players coming back. I can accept that to some extent. I thought we completed really well in the first half, but I can't accept some of the defensive efforts, and particularly in that second half where you say where we were under the pump. So we'll go again, we'll work on it again, and hopefully improve. Well, we need to improve next week, because we're playing against a much more quality of opposition, and that's not taking anything away from All Golds. It's just that we're playing a Super League side next week.
You mentioned Deck Patton there. He's come in from Warrington on dual reds. How tough is it on the players who come in on dual reds when they're not played week in, week out, and they come and play Rochdale? Yeah,
it's hard, and we don't see it from their point of view sometimes. Last week, you know, the lads probably, we were expecting more from performance-wise, and this week I thought Dan Murray went well with the ball in, and Jack showed some glimpses, and Deck did as well, but more so for a half. It's hard, and look, they're training all week, or the majority of the week with Warrington, and learning their calls and plays, and then they're getting dropped into us, and it's just about managing that. And then you'd like to think we get some consistency. We've had Jack 3 times now, and Dan a couple of times. The more they play with us, you know, the easier that transition is going to be. And you know, Warrington have been great. Carl Fitzpatrick's been really good, and Tony Smith and Richard Agar, you know, they've been really good with us, and we identified this game where we would need a half. We've not carried an extra half in our squad this season because of what could be available from Warrington. So I'm sure if we need Deck again, he'll slot in, and you know, we was happy with the lads that we mentioned today.
You're not having any luck with injuries, and Chris Riley came off there. Is that a precaution, or has he took a knock?
No, just a precaution, mate. His calf just stiffened up a little bit, and he's not been able to train that much this week just due to work. So just as a precaution, he sits out next week, so we'll get him firing for the Toulouse game and the Barrow game. So that's good that, you know, the positive we can take out of the suspension. And you know, look, we have a few bodies missing again today. You know, Stu Biscombe, Joe Still, and Paul Crook, and Samir. So you know, it's a win there. We'll get bodies back, and we'll get some consistency. And Lewis Galbraith as well is not far away. So we're getting closer, and that will obviously, you know, or hopefully bring more consistent performances.
So you've got Withers next in the Challenge Cup. Is it a case of the pressure being off, and you go out and play with a bit of freedom, or are you looking to put in a big performance next week and show what you can do?
Yeah, a bit of both. We'll enjoy the week. We will enjoy the week, and yeah, there's no pressure on. We can try some things, and you know, we have done a little bit of that already, haven't we, this season? You know, little tricks and short kickoffs and the like. So we'll enjoy the week. What we will look to do is put our plays on and follow our game plan under pressure against a Super League team. If we can do that next week and execute against a Super League team, that should give us confidence, you know, when we're playing against teams in our league. particularly the weeks after that, when Toulouse and then Barrow. So you know, it'll be a good week for us, and it'll be a good measure. We'll come and put in a performance, you know, worthy of the shirt, and they won't get everything the wrong way. It'll be a tough game for them as well, you know, the mental side. So coming here and playing a team in the lower league, so it'll be a good week for the club, and you know, we're already looking forward to it.